Here in this video, I am going to describe the heating effect of current. Then I will be going for the cause of heating effect, heat produced by an electric current, that is Joule's law of heating. Then I will be going for important to know the electric power, the practical aspects of heating effect of current, electromotive force and terminal potential difference, capital V of a cell, electromotive force, EMF, terminal potential difference and internal resistance of a cell, that is small r. Then there is very much important relation between EMF, potential difference and internal resistance. Now let us continue with heating effect of current. When electric current flows through a conductor, it becomes hot after some time. It is called the heating effect of current or Joule's heating. For example, an electric heater, electric bulb and an electric iron are the appliances which are based on the heating effect of current. In fact, Joule's heating is the consequence of conversion of electrical energy into heat energy. Let us understand the process involved. Now, cause of heating effect. When a potential difference is applied across the ends of a conductor, the free electrons start accelerating under the influence of the electric field set up in that conductor. These electrons cannot accelerate continuously because they frequently collide with lattice ions or atoms of their weight. At each such collision, the free electrons loses the energy gained by it during its period of relaxation. Consequently, the average Ke of the ion starts increasing. That is, Ke means kinetic energy of the ion starts increasing, and this becomes apparent as heat energy, and the conductors becomes hot. Thus, we conclude that when current flows through a conductor, the electrical energy supplied by the source to the conductor appears as heat. It is an irreversible process. Now, heat produced by an electric current, that is called Joule's law of heating. Consider a circuit consisting of a battery connected across the ends A and B of a conductor of resistor capital R ohms. Let capital V be the potential difference applied across A and B, and capital I be the current that flows through the conductor. See the figure. Therefore, the charge transferred through the conductor in time small t is small q equals to capital I into small t. Therefore, work done or energy supplied by the battery in pushing the charge small q from A to B through the conductor, W equals to V into small q, where V equals to VA minus VB. Therefore, W equals to VI small t. This is equation number 21 of the chapter Current and Electricity. Now, but we know V equals to IR, therefore W equals to rho RT. Sorry, I square RT. W equals to I square RT. This is equation number 22. Now, but I equals to V by R, therefore W equals to V square by R multiplied by small t. This is equation number 23. If the entire energy supplied by the source is dissipated as heat, then the heat produced in the conductor will be given by H equals to V into I into small t. This is equation number 24. Or H equals to I square R small t. This is equation number 25. Or H equals to V square by R multiplied by small t. Now, in equation 25 is known as the Joule's law of heating. The law implies that the heat produced is directly proportional to number 1, the square of the current, for a given resistance capital R, that is H is proportional to I square. Number 2, the resistance capital R is given current small z, that is H is proportional to R. Now number 3, the time small t for which the current flows through the conductor for a given capital I and capital R. Our equation hold good even in AC circuit, in which V and I represent the RMS value, root mean square values of voltage and current respectively. Now equation 25 has an important application in power transmission. Electrical power is transmitted from the power station to the distant consumer via transmission lines, and we would certainly like to minimize the line power losses, that is in bracket Joule's heat in transmission line, bracket close. Let us understand how it can be done. Consider a consumer device of resistance capital R to which power is to be delivered through a transmission line of resistance capital R. Underneath there is a capital C. Let V voltage across the device and I be the current through it. Then capital P equals to capital V into capital I. Therefore I equals to P by V. This is equation number 27. Power dissipated in the transmission line, that is power wasted as heat, P underneath C equals to I square R C underneath, or P C underneath equals to P square by V square R into I square by V square into R C underneath. This is equation number 28. Comparing above two equations, we conclude that to drive device of power P, the power wasted as heat in the transmission line is inversely proportional to V square. It means higher the voltage V at which the power is delivered at consumer end, the lesser will be the line losses. This power can be stepped down to lower voltage below, supplying it to the consumer. It is also the reason that high voltage danger signs are put up on transmission lines in countryside. Now, electric power, which is denoted by capital P. Electric power of an electrical device is defined as the rate at which the work is done in maintaining a current in the device, or the rate at which the electrical energy is converted into other forms of energy in the device. Therefore, P equals to W upon small t. Hence, from equation 1, 2 and 3, we get P equals to Vi, that is equals to I square by I square R equals to V square by R. This is equation number 29. The SI unit of electric power is joules per second or watt. Hence, 1 watt equals to 1 joule per 1 second, or 1 volt equals into 1 ampere. Thus, electric power is said to be 1 watt when electrical energy is dissipated at the rate of 1 joule per second in it, or if a current of 1 ampere flows through it, when a potential difference of 1 volt is applied across it. The bigger units of electric power are kilowatt, that is small k, and capital W, megawatt, that is capital M and capital W, and horsepower, that is small h and P. So 1 kilowatt equals to 1000 watt, 1 megawatt equals to 10 to the power 6 watt, 1 horsepower equals to 746 watt. Now kilowatt hour, kWh, small k and capital W and small h. It is the commercial unit for calculating the electrical energy consumed in the houses and factories. It is also called the Board of Trade Unit, BOT. These are all in capital or simply a unit. 1 kilowatt hour may be defined as a as the total electric energy consumed by an appliance of 1 kilowatt when used for 1 hour. Thus 1 kilowatt hour equals to 1 kilowatt into 1 hour, which is equals to 1000 joule per second into 3600 seconds. Therefore 1 kilowatt hour equals to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules. From W equals to P into small t, therefore electric energy consumed, that is in bracket in kilowatt hour, equals to P in bracket in kilowatt into T in bracket in hour. Now what are the practical aspects of heating effect of current? Number 1, fuse wire. It is a small piece of wire connected in series with a circuit to prevent the flow of strong currents through it. A fuse wire is generally made from an alloy of tin and lead, that is in bracket 37% lead and 63% tin. It has high resistance and a low melting point. All of a sudden, if strong current flows in bracket due to short circuiting etc. bracket close, the fuse melts away and the circuit breaks. Thus the main installations are safe from getting damaged. We will go for more in other videos where the circuit breakers and more things are utilized for in like a fuse only, or sometimes it trips also, that is called MC, or similar many names are there which do the same function. Now number 2, heating element or heater wire. Thus heating element used in household electrical appliances such as an electric heater, an oven, a geyser, a toaster or an electric bulb is made of a nichrome wire, that is in bracket an alloy of nichrome and chromium. It has high resistivity and high melting point. The electric bulbs are usually filled with argon and nitrogen gases. Being chemically inactive, they prolong the life of filament. Now number 3, the lead wires used to supply current to a device, appliance based on heating effect of current are not practically heated while the appliance becomes very hot. It is because they have large diameter, hence they have very low resistance. Joule heating in many cases is an undesirable effect as it converts useful electrical energy into heat. For example, in an electric circuit, joule heating can increase the temperature of the components and hence change their properties or performance. Now electric power over long distance is transmitted at high voltage to minimize the loss of power as heat in the transmission line. Now electromotive force, which is denoted by small e, and terminal potential difference, that is capital V of a cell. We will go further for another videos in which I will be giving you, initially I said about all this internal resistance and relation between EMF, potential difference and internal resistance. We will go for in the another video in which I will be discussing more about the grouping of cells and efficiency of cells, then cells in parallels and series, then Kirchhoff's law and all that.